Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Super! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To throw on second down is gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
12, 12.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Super 66.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Goff now on second down. Going up top for Cup. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 16. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Mahomes to throw on second down. And pressure gets to him again.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they picked that one off.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go.
On second down, here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Earlier, Charles, we talked about Patrick Mahomes and the great start that he's had, 26 touchdown passes through his first 8 games. But with that win last week over Denver, Kansas City has won 7 straight times in that series. That's impressive.
It really is, because when you think about how strong Denver has been on defense over time, you don't expect anyone to put that kind of a streak on them. They're now 7-1, their best start since 2013. And how about how the schedule opens up for them? At Cleveland, home for Arizona before the big one, the week before Thanksgiving, the Los Angeles Rams in Mexico City.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Oh, little 360. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's got room. Swat Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 49 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. But with that incompletion, I want to take a look ahead to Sunday night, Charles. Packers-Patriots, only going to be the second all-time meeting between Brady and Rodgers.
Yeah, they met in Lambeau in 2014. Aaron Rodgers' Packers team won the game, I believe, was it 26-21. And head-to-head, Tom Brady had a nice night.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him for his second sack of the night. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 1st down, gone. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mahomes going to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Out of the gun. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Reggie Ragland in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Hey, Shell.
From the gun, here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, 72 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Green, 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Second and 10, Goff again. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Average wall. We're good. We're good.
On first down, it's gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the accuracy lacking there for Zerline. It's off to the right, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll leave this for Ware. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Mahomes now on first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive quarterbacks.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Mahomes now on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. On the ground with a tight end. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Black 20!
Check. 53, flight. Check. 53.
From the end zone, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, Charles, hard to believe we're already at the halfway point of the season, less than 100 days now until Super Bowl 53. Right now, Chiefs-Rams, they appear to be so good, but give me one other contender in each conference that could press them.
Well, let's start in the AFC. If you're going to give me a strong contender or have me pick a strong contender, you never take New England out of it. And don't forget, New England has the victory over Kansas City, albeit at home in New England. But still, Tom Brady and the Patriots, never count them out. If we want to pick a dark horse team out of the AFC, how about the Los Angeles Chargers? Philip Rivers and crew throwing it around. They'll get Joey Bosa back a little bit later in the season to help provide better pass rush. If that happens, they can compete with anyone. If I flip it over to the NFC side,
and the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He's led, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On second down, here's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Listen. Five.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Orange.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Allen Bailey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Goff on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And now it's 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Goff. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He'll get it up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They still have to hold in there.
Hey, lift!
Goff going to keep it himself. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He's going to air one. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Ace! Ace!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
He's back to throw. He's good. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's